My name's Jackie Davison and I'm a registered general nurse here at Willow Burn. Willow Burn, I feel, is very understated. A lot of people in the community don't know what Willow Burn has to offer. They look at a hospice and think it's all negativity, when in actual fact it isn't. It's a vibrant, happy place and people come to be cared for by staff who want to work here. It's got a lovely cafe here. People come, they bring the children here to play in the garden, and it has an awful lot to offer. My Willow Burn story began when my dad was really poorly in 2015 and got to the point where he couldn't manage at home. My mum had died 7 months earlier, so he wanted to come to Willow Burn. He had been a painter and decorator and had painted a lot of the buildings where Willow Burn's built upon, which was Maidenlaw Hospital. So he'd been in Willow Burn, he'd painted it, he'd painted Maidenlaw Hospital, and because it was familiar, he decided when it was time that he wanted to come. So I had the perspective then of seeing all the care that was given within Willow Burn, because for all I live within the area, I'd never ever been and loved it. So that was my connection. That was how I began coming to Willow Burn as a family member. And it was lovely because my dad wanted to be here. It was in the old building before this was built, and it was just lovely for him because he wanted to be here.
My name's John Cunningham. I come to Willow Burn to give my wife a bit time, free time for herself, with her being my carer. When I come through these doors in the morning, I'm a new man. I really like it. And I like the environment and the people around us. I like to make them laugh, have a bit laugh, but carry on. With the gentlemen in this room, I've created some friends, and also we're very, very well looked after. And I'd like to thank all the girls, because they really work hard and they look after us, and they're very professional with the job.
My name is Stephen Dodd. I like coming to Willow Burn because I can join in with all the activities and meet all my friends. It's brilliant. You get cups of coffee, cups of tea, waited on hand and foot by the assistants there. I've got them trained.
My name's Ross Craig. I'm a bereavement counsellor here at Willow Burn. Willow Burn to me demonstrates how much the people of Derwenside care about each other, and this is the jewel in the crown of Derwenside. There's only a small team of us work here, but there's actually thousands of people behind us, which make the whole thing so special.
I'm Helen McCardle, patron of Willow Burn Hospice, and over the years I had heard many stories about the wonderful care at Willow Burn, and many friends were volunteers there and spoke of it with such affection. And years later I was introduced to the chair of the board by a mutual friend, and we talked about the possibility of building a new hospice for Willow Burn, and it really excited me. I'd recently lost one of my best friends, and I visited her every day before she passed away. And when I thought of her, I so much wanted to make this happen. So we did. We created a brand new state-of-the-art hospice that was inviting, comfortable and contemporary. There really is no place like it. The people, from the patients and the staff, to the supporters in the community, the peace and tranquility. It's hard to put into words, but there is something very special about the Willow Burn family.
I'm a registered midwife and I was a nurse as well. So after my dad coming and being cared for at Willow Burn, it was something I really wanted to do because I had such a great feeling from it and a good experience from my dad being cared for and actually dying in Willow Burn to I wanted to come back and I wanted to give something back to care for people the way my dad was cared for here. And when you come into the rooms, they're like a five-star hotel, a five-star room in a Hilton, with everything that you need in the rooms, clinical, we know where they all are, but to a patient or the family, it just looks like a calming environment with lots of lovely soft furnishings, so they're not frightened and it's just home from home. So I just thought it was a lovely environment and purpose built.
So my name is Carol Hagry and I'm the clinical lead at Willow Burn. Willow Burn's a special place. The people make it special, although we have this fantastic facility, which of course is what people look at from an external point of view, but from our point of view, I think it's the staff, the patients, the visitors, the volunteers work together to make Willow Burn a special place. And really ultimately our goal is that the patients have the best experience, and I think because we all have that vision ourselves and everybody buys into that in whatever capacity they contribute to the hospice, that it just makes a special place.
Yeah, my name's Teresa and I've been coming to the Willow Burn for the last 2-3 months. Obviously after the COVID and everything, I have limited health issues. I was isolating at home, worried to go outside. My husband had to pack in his full-time job, become my full-time carer, which is very stressful on itself. Very limited to what I can do myself at home. We heard about the Willow Burn and my GP contacted the Willow Burn and managed to come in, have a look around, made me feel welcome, at home, at ease. And the part of my family, to be honest with you now, because it's taken pressure off my husband. It's like a respite as care as well. I'm able to have a laugh and I feel I've got more confidence in myself.
My name's Deborah Roby. I'm one of the managing directors at Crescent Home Care based in Langley Park. Our link to Willow Burn is that it provides services to many of the same people in the community, so we have the same values and goals. We did an app sale in the last few months. We have done coffee mornings, we have done raffles, we're going to be walking, and we've also just committed to being one of the major sponsors for the forthcoming ball.
My name is Doreen Welch and I've been a volunteer for 20 years. It had just come to that point in my life where I wanted to do something else and I had time on my hands, and I'd raised money for Willow Burn before and I lived quite close, and I came down for an interview and I've never regretted it. Best thing I ever did.
My name's Ian Lowther.
I'm Emily.
Yes, my story started with Willow Burn around about 1998 when my grandma unfortunately passed away, lost her battle with cancer. Our palliative care last 6 to 8 weeks was with Willow Burn. My main kind of fundraising for the hospice is more out in the field. Obviously I do a lot of ultra running, a lot of long distance running. That's basically kind of my way of saying thank you for what they've done for my friends and my family. And we've had stands in the shops in like Tesco, and we've been to Matlan as well. We've done the Christmas, helping with the Christmas memory tree in Matlan, places like that. So that's what Emily's done. And when Emily turns 16, obviously Emily's going to like join the fundraising as well from there.
My name is Paul Jackson. I'm a trustee and currently the chairman of Willow Burn Hospice. Well, treasuring life is what we're all about. We want to treasure every second of life. Being a local businessman in the area, I felt I had something to give on the business front, and I immediately came to the board, joined the board and helped on the fundraising side of the business, which is how all hospices survive fundraising. So a very important area. You know, this service that Willow Burn offers to the population in the area is tremendous, and people come for respite care, they come for treatment, and they come when they're not so well at all. And it's a privilege to look after these people and make sure that they're cared for to the best extent we could care for them, and we do.
My name's David Barker and I'm the director of Willow Burn. I've been very lucky in my career. I've worked for some fantastic charities, and when I got the chance to lead Willow Burn, I knew it was the right place for me. Everyone here knows why they're here and why what they do is really important.
We are Willow Burn.
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 We are Willow Burn.